Coming up moments from now, the venue in the heart of downtown New York City. The Warriors taking on the Knicks. For Golden State, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Knicks, Warriors, up next. We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Thompson.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen, and it's Smith in at the 1 spot. A lot of different styles of basketball, and, we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just wanted a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got to open the shot. You better take it.
Count that one.
I mean, he can wow you with his passes. I mean, that's as good of a pass as any three-pointer Curry's going to hit.
Smith against Russell. They shoot again, and no good. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. There's the 3. Curry's shot is off. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Knox, count that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Curry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Detroit.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Now Smith, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Robinson. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Pass to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Feeling out the pick and roll. Russell never looks like he's in a hurry.
New York comes into this one following a loss to the Celtics. Randall against Green. Fades back. Passes it to Knox. And another shot, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Robinson, that's good. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Curry passes to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Thompson from past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
Look, the defender has to try to stay in Clay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
Knicks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Barrett, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
And that one falls for Barrett.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard/forward who wants to keep improving.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. To the middle, here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, Green embraces contact. We all know that. He loves owning the defense by finishing strong.
Here's Smith. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the pass to Barrett. Three-pointer. And it's Russell with the rebound. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I was able to talk with David Fizdale for just a moment. He knows it's a tall task defending Steph Curry, maybe the greatest shooter ever. Coach said you can't let him get open. You make somebody else beat you. Of course, Kevin, the problem is Steph's open as soon as he steps in the building.
Thanks, David. Now, here is Russell. Following the missed shot by Dennis Smith. Here's Cauley Stein. Robinson with the block. Now here's Randall. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Barrett with the ball. Russell's there. New York, no good that time either.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Here's Smith. After the made shot from Klay Thompson. Curry with the steal, and here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it, and he finished it off with a lay-in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And with all the numbers that Curry puts up, all the records, Chris, that he owns, crazy to think that he's often sitting in the fourth quarter due to the score.
Yeah, it is crazy, Kevin. I mean, you picked Curry's MVP season, and even then he wasn't playing huge minutes. That is a testament to just how incredible he is. Curry finds ways to end games even before it reaches the fourth.
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Warriors. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And, well, for the Warriors, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught-in-the-middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Now, here is Smith to end the drought. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Smith against Curry. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Barrett. Lays it up off the glass.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
To the left wing, Russell passes to Cauley Stein. Over Robinson. Robinson with the block. Here's Barrett. Here's Randall. Trying to get open is Robinson. Randall no good.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
When you have a four-man with this kind of vision and the unselfishness to go with it, unreal advantage. Draymond Green getting it done.
Now here is Smith. Outside Robinson. Misses the three. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Green. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Green's got 6.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
It's good. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. The past month has been surreal. He's averaging 28 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. While we have a chance, here are the NBA's assist leaders for the second half of the season. Number 1, Steph Curry.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Shot from 12. Trier with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Here's Trier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Clock at 6. Warriors with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, but the fact they came so close, you got to admit it's impressive. I mean, most teams on an off night like that wouldn't have been anywhere near the lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Pass to Morris. 1:41 left here in the first quarter. Here's Trier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. With some arc. That one, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Now here's Curry. Not a lot of room. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And here's a look now at the last few months of assist numbers for Green.
He hasn't been nearly as effective a passer these past few months, and that's unfortunate because when he's passing it well and the assists are coming, he is a much more complete player. It's something he has to be thinking about.
Now, here's Portis. Morris with the bucket.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot? Warriors
leading by 12. Outside Curry. Launches a three. The shot misses.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Portis. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Curry deciding where to go with it. For three. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
That's tipped. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. Robinson misses. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
That shot off the mark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Curry. He's out there with Alec Burks. And it's Robinson in at the three slot. Portis can't get it to go.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Howard down after the assist, led him into the lane.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. Sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
right
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
And Burks hits 2 free throws. Knicks trail by 18. Here's Trier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Left side, Gibson. Knocks down the 10-footer. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Curry with it. 9 points in the game so far. Fires the three. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And that one against the Bulls, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Burks, the pass to Pascal. Back to Burks. The shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and that's got to be annoying to them. I mean, work hard to get to the line, but fail to capitalize.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Trier, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Portis can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Yeah, maybe you would think Steph would be thrown off by some contact, but think again. Just too good of a finisher in close. Too much feel for the bucket.
New York calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
We get a break in the action. Now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at New York. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
Well, I think for New York, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
They have their work cut out in the offseason. The status quo isn't going to cut it. There has to be an overhaul.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Smith against Russell. Passes it to Thompson. Clock at 4. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Klay Thompson. He's getting around 20 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Now, here is Smith. Lets it go from 14. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell. For New York, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love.
Right. Now, here's Burks. 9 points in the game so far. Russell against Randall. Knocked away. He had stolen by Randall. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The plus ball handling by Randall. Rare to see that from a young power forward.
Thompson passes to Cauley Stein. Back to Thompson. Five on the clock. For the three. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
The green light doesn't get any brighter than it is for Thompson. I mean, when the three is there for him, he'll take it.
Now here's Randall. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Pass to Knox. Shoots over Burks, and the basket by Knox. Knox has got 6 points. Warriors leading by 17. And here's Burks. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Burks against Smith. No good on that one, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Got a piece of it. Here's Knox. He's guarded by Russell. Knox, the pass to Robinson. Smith feeling it out a bit. Back to Robinson. The three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Russell with a wide open look. And again, it's the Warriors missing. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Barrett with the ball. Working on Thompson. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Randall passes to Smith. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Lets the three fly. And the basket by Knox. 9 points in the game so far. Warriors leading by 14. Green, the pass to Burks. Kicks it to Cauley Stein. Russell against Smith. There's the pass to Thompson. Back to Russell. Over Smith. And again, it's the Warriors missing. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. He dishes it to Robinson. Pass to Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. It'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Here's Burks. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Knox. He's covered by Thompson. Now Barrett. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 14-point game. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Yeah, one of the best things about Klay Thompson, he's just an incredibly easy teammate to play with. He moves great without the ball. He doesn't need it in his hands to score. I mean, he looks to make that extra pass. You got to love it.
And the first one drops. And with Thompson, all those things you mentioned, C-Webb, about him are why he's such a good fit with Curry.
Yeah, really anyone like Klay who doesn't need the ball to be effective is a breeze to play with. But the lack of ego on him to defer the spotlight to other stars constantly, it says so much about Klay. But don't sleep, though. He has the confidence to light you up at any time.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's already known for being a top-tier scorer. Thompson, he also defends on the perimeter at a high level.
Morris outside. With the floater. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the shots in the game.
Pass to Russell. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
It's nice to see Russell's discipline, stays patient, and earns the shots he gets.
Pass to Barrett. Now here is Smith. He's covered by Thompson. Thompson against Smith, and it's Smith finishing it off.
I tell you what, he just brings that Mamba mentality, if you will. When he's got a chance to attack the rim, boy, he just goes to another gear.
Now, here is Russell. 23 points for him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And while he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
And there's the pass to Thompson. Count it. Thompson's got 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Fades and shoots. Barrett, no good. Warriors leading by 14. And here's Green outside. Morris with the rebound. Smith against Russell. Poke loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Seven seconds left to play in the first half. Stolen away. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
When Klay Thompson gets into the groove, it's fun to watch. For an elite scorer, he's very unselfish. But his teammates know when he's hot, get him the ball.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Here's Curry. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And New York, looking at who they've got. Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Dennis Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Now here is Smith after the miss from Stephen Curry. Pass to Knox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Warriors.
It's easy to see why Green is considered an elite defender. He's terrific at getting under the skin of his opponents.
Green against Randall. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Russell from long range. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Knox. 9 points in the game so far. It's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Thompson misses.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Goes back up. Robinson with the block. Barrett kicks to Smith. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here is Smith. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Well, traditionally, many of the great free throw shooters have come from the point guard ranks. Here are the ones leading the league this year. Steph Curry, 4th.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, as a defender, you got to avoid being too active with your hands around these guys. I mean, don't commit any cheap fouls.
And let's check out the stats for Julius Randle. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now, Cauley Stein after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
A Sacramento King for his first 4 seasons. Willie Cauley-Stein was ready for a fresh start. They allowed him to leave, and he got his wish in Golden State. The athletic rim runner, a nice pickup for the Dubs.
And the Warriors making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
And checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell. This past month, he's really set himself apart. 5th in steals, 19th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley-Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
Now, here's Barrett. He has 6. Here's Smith. And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Dotson's checked in for Kevin Knox. Warriors leading by 20. Outside Curry. Cauley-Stein kicks to Robinson. Curry on the wing. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Here's Dotson. Passes to Barrett. Randall outside. Smith inside. Curry meets him. They get it back. Robinson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Cauley-Stein with it. Back to Russell. Over Barrett. Russell, no good. Knicks trail by 20. Here's Dotson. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Russell with it. Picked up by Barrett. Count that one. 15 points for Steph Curry.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Smith's shot is good.
Working on his interior game, Smith Jr. is very aware he has what it takes to score from there.
Timeout called the Warriors. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Well, like the Clippers of a year ago, they look like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr.
Right.
Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out, recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Julius Randle. Morris is checked in for Barrett. And it's Trier in for Smith. Russell passes to Spellman. Outside Curry. A floater. Offensive rebound. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, Kev, he's a clever rebounder, isn't he? Curry, you got to put a body on him or he'll burn you.
Dotson the pass to Gibson. Back to Dotson. Pass to Trier. This one for three. Spellman with the rebound. Spellman's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Burks, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Burks hits 2 free throws. C-Web, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Burks hits 2 free throws. A difficult situation for New York. Here's Trier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Portis, the pass to Gibson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. The dish to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, man. His game is so beautiful. It's a joy to watch. Curry, when he's at the top of his game like this, crazy.
Here's Dotson. The pass to Trier from outside the arc. Curry with the defensive effort.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dotson kicks to Morris. Deep 2 from Trier. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. And the Warriors with possession here. Outside Curry. Outside Russell. Makes it off the glass. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Here's Trier. It's stolen by Curry. Down low. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 15.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, everyone has already agreed that Curry is a generational talent and one of the greatest shooters of all time. I mean, at this point, he is just climbing up the all-time list in NBA history. I mean, it's a robust resume.
And New York making a change here. Barrett's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. On defense, Golden State. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And with Curry, the titles, the unanimous MVPs, Chris, it's hard to argue he's not one of the best ever.
Yeah, Kevin, what stands out to me is just how much he's changed the game. I mean, when you alter how teams approach the game and how kids practice at home, he's made the three just as big as the dunk.
Just 4 to shoot. Morris with the bucket.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Pass to Spellman. Inside. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 22 points.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Now, here's Barrett. Burks covering. Some nice passing by New York here. And here's Barrett. 6 points for him. And that one drops. Barrett's got 8 points.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 13 points in the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And the shot goes down.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
first trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Knox, he's checked in for Taj Gibson.
One shot.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Trier, guarded by Kerr. Trier passes to Morris. Back to Trier. Step back shot. The Warriors pull it in.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they've got to show some more aggression.
That one drops for him. Burks has got 8 points in the quarter.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Now Barrett. No good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. Back to the action after this word. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
But how about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. New York shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Evans out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Chris. Here's Knox. Softly drops in the floater.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Now here's Evans. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Here's Portis after Alec Burks' score. Portis. Chris with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Ntilikina. The Warriors making the shot. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Ntilikina. Passes it to Bullock. Shot clock at 3. Here's Knox. That shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. And Robinson throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Bullock. Here's Knox. There's the triple. Chris with the rebound.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Back to Robinson. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or are getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
Robinson's checked in for New York. That one is no good. For New York, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. The pass to Ellington to stop the run. And that one is off. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Poole gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Ellington. Pass to Ntilikina. From the arc, it's deflected, and he recovers it. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Robinson kicks to Ellington. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Ellington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Poole. Ellington defending. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. And so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next. And you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right. And some sound advice, too.
At the line for the Warriors, Jordan Poole. At the line for 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall. And so he makes both from the line. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall
all
Lonis,
these
Dirk
guys.
Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown
Take a
us
break.
that they
Take
can
a
make
break.
the way. But the mistake
Two
would
shots.
be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
And both free throws good for Evans. New York's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Ntilikina passes to Bullock. And here is Ellington, guarded by Robinson. But they'll get another chance.
That's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
To the inside, and Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Robinson kicks to Ntilikina. No good on the three.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Passes it to Poole. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Chris. Just 5 on the clock. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Golden State. Smiling each. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Good on both. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for New York. Dishes it to Gibson, trying to get something going. It's blocked. Here's Poole. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. but during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
And so here is New York, the Warriors making the shot. Now here's Ellington, tight defense on him, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Knicks, Wayne Ellington. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even 1 free throw right now.
Here's Poole. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Here's Ntilikina. Bullock with it. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. And here's Evans. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.